ॐ ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ओम व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ॐ भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोधविचारणचारुमते कलयेश्वरजीवविवेकविदम् भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः छान्दोग्योपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहाससन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्यसाधनानुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये सामवेदान्तर्गत छान्दोग्योपनिषदः श्री आद्यशंकर भाष्य सहित अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम अतः श्री सामवेदान्तर्गत छान्दोग्योपनिषद प्रथमोऽध्यायः श्री पूज्याद्यशंकर भगवत्पाद विरचित मंगलाचरण श्लोकः ट्वाइस। ओम सच्चिदानंद सान्द्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्रीदेशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने ओम सच्चिदानंद सान्द्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्रीदेशिकेन्द्राय Shivaya Shivagatine. Good number of angles we have seen of this mantra and its meaning. In this, our duty, responsibility, efforts also are there. In this, whom to salute and what we have to ask from also is there. In this, the Parabrahma Paramatma Smarana is there, the Parameshwara Smarana is there, the Ishtadevata Smarana, the Guru Tattva Smarana, then the Smarana of the removal of Ashivata and inculcation of the Shivata. All of them are there. Salutations to the Guru. Navashri Deshikendraya. So, with this understanding behind, with that bhava, every day chant few times this and such mantras. Then the most divine Shanti mantra, we are studying it nowadays. Let us chant that also two times. ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः 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 ओमाप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. All our avatars, rishis, munis are the greatest performers always and are the highest achievers. Whoever the devotees, disciples approaching them, they were also very ambitious, full of wanting to do something, wanting to achieve something, and aggressive beings. No, not the laziness mongerers, not the minimum I'll do the work for my service, for my survival. That type of people they were not. Or just to some bhoga for me, or the outer things. Like today's world, कम से कम काम करो, then जो भी मिलता है उससे भोग करो, थक गए तो बस सो जाओ. These were not the characters. That is the never the character of the Hindu blood at all, Hindu genes at all. Sanatana there. So there is always third up in each of the individual to know something, do something, and achieve something. With that aggressive attitude inside, they used to go to the gurus. And gurus see them, and gurus are already the great achievers. They enjoyed the performance and achievement. Therefore, if somebody comes to know, to perform, to achieve, they were excited, they were elated. है ना? Like when you come to me and ask, स्वामी जी चलिएगा कुछ करते हैं मिलकर या आप बताइए, there is such an excitement, joy in me also. And if you tell स्वामी जी आप भी सो जाओ मैं भी सो जाता हूँ, अब बोलने की क्या जरूरत है, वही तो कर रहे. Those rishis were also so powerful. They used to guide and give such a goal, such an inspiration, such a cares and cautions and everything so foolproof. That relation of Guru Shishya, that stay in the Gurukula, the training, the education, the teaching, the inspirations that were imparted by the Gurus deserved to the disciples. So the highest order. Their life was full of performance and fulfillment every moment. Something different altogether. It's inexplicable. It is only you have to be that to feel the joy of it. Every of the Upanishadic disciples and the gurus, they are not failures of life. They are not timid. They are not, the cowards. They were the aggressive achievers, aggressive knowers. Any of the Upanishadic Shishya, Shaunako Havai Mahashalaha, Angirasam Vidyodavasanna Papracha. In this also we will see everywhere. So, here also the disciple, before going to the Guru, himself, within himself, so fully well prepared, so aggressively he was conscious about everything from his side, that nothing is lacking when I go to the Guru. I must find myself fully fit there. Guru must find me absolutely fit and qualified. That more than what I ask, he should be ready to give me whatever he has got. That type of the mental, intellectual alertness, preparedness, maturity, I call it as. Such a beautiful thing. See this mantra's aggressiveness there. Apyayentu mama angani. Every of my limbs of my body are full of energy, full of that sattva guna in that, full of that aggressiveness. Every one of them, I list out here them. Vak, pranaha, chakshu, srotram. Every of the indriyas should be in the optimum condition. Not that I went to the Guru, dhakke kaate hue, rote hue, with all my problems, or I went there and the Guru started teaching and मुझे खांसी हो रही है और मुझे नाक बह रहा है, मेरे आंखों में दर्द हो रहा है, मेरे पेट में दर्द हो रहा है, पीठ में दर्द हो रहा है. With such a diseased fellow, I will make Guru miserable only. He will have to call doctors only to admit me. Where will he can teach me Brahma Vidya? Such a stupid, diseased weakling as a individual if I go to him. See the intention of this child. Let every anga pratyanga of me is apyayantu. It's not that I will enjoy, I will do bhoga, I won't do any yoga, pranayam exercise, and somebody should do something for me. Mantra tantra bol do, ताकि मेरा health ठीक हो जाए, so that I can still do the bhoga, again do the bhoga. That is immaturity. That is, you have to rise above all these negatives. You have to be a different personality to seek the truth, to seek the eternal. That is the tone here. Apyayantu mamangani. Vak, prana, chakshu, shrotram. The best example is only one thing I get, our defense force. अरे यार उनको देखो क्या तगड़ा क्या एनर्जेटिक होते. Not again local police. Local police, you can make them sit Ganapati Bappa Moria on Ganesh Chaturthi. The real army people. Apyayantu mamanga. Throughout their service life, चाहे कोई युद्ध हो या ना हो, every day they will go. They have to do their morning exercises and all the things required to keep themselves fit. Isn't it? Some exceptions will be there, some lazy people, some indulgent bhogi, वो तो हर जगह होते हो. But otherwise, apyayantu mama angani, vak pranas chakshushrotram. And the summary of it is what? Atho balam. What a bala I must have. That Guru is giving me all the works and sevas I am doing. Guru is giving me all the upasanas to be done I am doing. Guru is giving me all my techniques of meditation, subtle sadhanas. To do all of them, I have the bala. Not that Guru मैं थक गया फिर कल करूंगा परसों करूंगा. अरे पल में परलय होएगी वरली बहुरी करोगे कब? That is called balam aspect. Sabala we have to be, not abala and durbala. See the human beings with such a daurbalya in them. है ना? दुर्बलत्व से आप क्या कर सकते हो बताओ इस जगत में? बल, Gain the bala, maintain the bala, use it for the purpose. That should be always our attitude. अतो बलम, मेरे पास हर तरह का बल होना चाहिए. आप्यायन्तु ममांगानि वाक् प्राण चक्षु श्रोत्रम अथो बलम. And we today use all these sacred things for such a petty things of the world, and with all the dilapidated personality, lost totally, and then we go to some guru or महात्मा, मेरा उद्धार करो, मेरा कल्याण करो, मेरा कुछ करो. अरे डिजल ऐसे नहीं होता है. Disciple is who is fit by himself and ready to do every work of the guru, and then the guru given sadhana. उसके लिए this apyayanam and balam, they are very important of our entire personality. Personalities are sthula sukshma sharira, karana sharira also. Jnanendriyas, karmendriyas and antakarana. And he says indriyani cha sarvani. Indriyani, we can take it as any other indriyas not told here. Along with that, the antarindriyani. Isn't it? Sunyata tamati manachitalai. Like Gurudev ji says, quiet and alert and vigilant mind. Everywhere it is said. The inner indriyas also called as the mind in its best of the qualities. That's what is in Upanishads Dharma. We have seen the shama of the mind, dhamma of the senses. So, mana, buddhi, chitta, hankara, they are all the precious instruments. Recognize their presence. Recognize the possibilities in them. Hold them. Don't let loose them as we do now. The whole world is making us let loose our personality. Today's world of the external indulgence. It is making us bhogi, 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 not yogi, yogi, yogi. You are very sharp, very subtle, very careful. Let the world come to me with all its temptations and all. अरे ओनली अकल, जिसका अकल नहीं है, दिमाग नहीं है, बुद्धि नहीं है, he will just get lost. A person who has come into this life with the mission of spiritual unfoldment, is so alert about them. Every temptation he takes as challenge and then he says, no, I am not here to be a bhogi, I am yogi. That attitude is called as indriyani cha sarvani. And then the remembrance of the goal, the single goal of the life. See in the disciple, well prepared he goes. We should never go to the Guru with ourselves so empty that right from the LKG or basics, Guru, the old man, has to struggle to inculcate in us. No, that's never the attitude. Whether we approach the teacher or the parents or anybody for our help, from our side, what we have to do, maximum we have to do. Beyond that, things which are not in our capacity for whatever reason, to seek help, further we have to go to those who help us. We have to prepare ourselves fully so that the thing becomes easier. The work happens smoothly. So his goal is Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam. I am here to realize the Brahman to be everywhere, and I know it is Upanishadic Shakti, the Upanishad Rishi Shakti, the Upanishad Mantra Shakti, that which will convince me that everything is Brahman, and it will guide me as to how to realize it. And it will ensure that I reach to Sarvam Brahma Sthiti. That is the tone in that mantra. Sarvam Brahma and Upanishadam. And the next two sentences. Come what may, it is my alertness, it is in my interest. I will never even dream, even once also do the Nirakaranam of the Brahman and insult the Brahman, insult the Guru, insult Shastra, insult Sanatana Dharma, insult the birth in the Hinduism or India, and I never compromise with my higher goal. Maham Brahma Nirakurya. I will not insult myself by doing the Nirakarana of the Brahman. The Brahma Nirakarana is the highest of the stupidity. How can you, the Mukti giving Brahman, you do the Nirakarana? How can you do that? I will not do. Maham Brahma Nirakurya. And it has so many deep thoughts inside, which we try to share After 1-2 months, when we do 1 or 2-3 khandas, again we'll talk on this mantra. That Maham Brahma Nirakaranam is such a powerful thing. Like everywhere. The one who is patriotic, Mera Bharat Mahan, will you do the Nirakarana of India and for the sake of some money and bhoga comforts, go and become a slave to other countries? It's a sheer selfishness. Come, whatever you say. Selfishness कहो या ना कहो, देशभक्ति तो नहीं. हाँ, you are required in our country with all your abilities, talents. Help this Bharat Mata. नहीं तो निराकरण हो गया देश का. So too, the children grown up, married, staying away from the parents, doing the nirakarana of the parents, leaving them to their old age struggles, etc. How the children should be towards parents. As the children took care of the parents when the children were small, like that, the eye and the eyeball, how the upper eyelid protects the eyeball. In Bhagavata that comes. The Bhakta asks the Lord, Ajata Paksha Iva Mataram Kagaha. As the mother bird protects the birds which have not yet got the wings by putting its own wings around it. You cannot explain it, you have to see it physically. Like that, oh Bhagavan, protect me. Here, the children were protected by parents. The parents should not take care of them, but they do the Nirakarana. Isn't it? Everything, the Swadharma Nirakarana, Adhyatmika Nirakarana, we are living a meaningless life. Being an Hindu, being a Sanatan Dharma, being an Indian, I don't know about others. I have nothing to discuss. I am saying we are having such a great Rishi Muni Parampara, we have such a Shastra Adhyatmik Parampara. How can we do the Nirakaranam of the small little things? How can we do the Nirakaranam of the highest thing, the Brahman? And Uttamottam, Brahma ka bhi nirakarana kar rahe hain hum at the lower level, or Swadharma nirakarana. Then what are you doing every moment? Every moment under quotes. Maham Brahma nirakuryam. It is his commitment. ब्रह्मन को निराकर नहीं करूंगा इज इक्वल टू ब्रह्म बोध करने वाला उपनिषद का निराकरण नहीं करूंगा. उपनिषद का बोध करने वाला गुरु का और गुरु का सत्संग का और दिए हुए साधनाओं का, none of them I will do the nirakarana. That's the meaning of, because all of them put together alone reveals Brahman to us. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam is equal to the Brahma Prapti, sadhana of dhyana, etc. Not even one day I break. Rather, my goal is to reach to that level of evolution where all the time I'm in that meditation of rejecting everything projected and realizing the substrate. That's the meaning behind Maham Brahma Nirakurya. I'll be very alert and very careful with myself. I will not do the Nirakarana. And the positive aspect is, I will do the Srikarana of the Brahman with all the respect, with all the reverence. When somebody gives the best of the gift, which is so loved by us, liked by us, needed by us, how respectfully we take it. That youngster, when he's given a bike key by the father, Nayala, how he does the Srikaranam of it? छाव से कहते हैं हिंदी में, स्वीकार करना. So too, Maham Brahma Nirakuryam ka positive aspect, may I do the Swikaranam of the Brahman with all respect, with all value, with all reverence, with all commitment, with both the hands firmly. That feeling inside, isn't it? वो जहां पढ़ाया जाता है वहां जाते रहो. Where we go, these things are made to be forgotten, and something else we are told to hold, we are exposing to that only. In fact, every moment as a human beings, we, by not giving our time to the Paramatma Tattva, we are exposing to all the risks only every moment. And in that risk, we are only suffering. Every moment we are doing Nirakarana Brahman, who is a bliss Swarupa, and therefore we are in blisters and miseries. Mam Brahma Nirakuryam. And my non-Nirakaranam and Swikaranam of Brahman will be so aggressively, positively impressive. Impressive, again, words underlined. That the Brahman is impressed so much that he is ready to reveal to me first. First, just for the sake of saying. There is no comparison here, no competition, no first, second. But बातों बातों में मुझे पहले चुने ब्रह्म मामा ब्रह्म निराकरोत. And this is not demand to Brahman, not order to the Brahman. It is proving our deservability that the Brahman has tried 1,000 things, 10,000 things to reject me, and he failed. Therefore, he is accepting me. And we should make the world and the Guru fail when they try to reject us, seeing any of the shortcomings or disqualifications in us. ये देखो ऐसा लक्ष्य होना है, ऐसे बनाना है अपने आप को. दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव टू टीच द यंगस्टर्स. है ना? प्लीज आई बेग यू, आई रिक्वेस्ट यू, एक्सेप्ट मी. नॉट दैट स्लेवरी, डेयर टू रिजेक्ट मी. देखो क्या नहीं है मेरे अंदर. एंड इन स्पाइट ऑफ ऑल दिस, the best of the qualification abilities in me, if you have rejected me, either you are arrogant or you are doing this mistake. Unfortunate. You know, that type of feeling here. Mama Brahma Nirakarot. Brahman have no option. They cannot do Nirakarana of me. That's how we have to behave. Do we do that? Our Upanishad Granthas bought, kept respectfully, the mantras throughout the day, uttered, the meaning meditated upon. These are all the things which impress the Brahman to accept us. No, the Brahman Nirakarana kar raha hai humko. Kyun? Kyunki we have also done Nirakarana. We are giving all importance to the projected Rupanama Jagat, not to Brahman only. Even after listening to Upanishad, studying the realities Brahman alone, still to the unreal world of things and beings, we are still slaves. How much pinching it must be to Brahman. But then will he reveal to us what? No, he will say, I am also rejecting you. That is the Nirakarana. No, Mama Brahma Nirakaro. Mama Brahma Nirakaro. Then, wonderful, no? Like the 2 days back, the G7 summit and all. Our India is not their part of G7. But last few years, you see, everywhere such a interesting thing that India is inevitably called. No, India is inevitably called. Whereas India has every reason to be felt jealous about for many reasons. But the overpowering effect of the goodness, goodwill, and love for the whole world by the government is such that in spite of the inner jealousies, they are helpless but to invite. And after inviting also, you are not a G7 summit main member, you are invited, अब बैठो जो बुलाते आ जाओ. ऐसा नहीं है. Importance given everywhere, you see. People standing in line to meet. That is called as Mama Brahmani Rakaro. है ना? Either it must be your arrogance or it must be your non-intelligence that you have rejected me. Otherwise, I am qualified by all means. That's called Mama Brahma Nirakaro. ऐसा होना है, हमारा स्वीकरण होना है हर जगह पे, नॉट निराकर. इवन शत्रु भी हमें स्वीकार करे, है ना? What a powerful thing. These are all the higher thoughts, higher attitudes they are. They are the ones make us grow. What you grow in money and all, खाओगे क्या पैसे? कब तक शौक? बच्चों का खेल है वो. That I want to become famous in the world, that I must be recognized by the people, that I must have so much of money and power, people under my command. ये सब खिलौने हैं. You seek Brahman here. You be impressing the Brahman. Let Brahman reveal to you. ये वाला गोल होना चाहिए. This Shanti mantra is so powerful, I tell you. In this, every sentence is so inspiring that you can't forget it even in dream also. इतना महान है. But our lazinesses, lethargies, disinterestednesses are not allowing us to find the glory of it. Little bit we are trying to discuss. Mam Brahma Nirakuryam. Mama Brahma Nirakarot. See that heart while saying this too. And to assure that, to ensure that Anirakaranamastu. Come what may. There will be no Nirakaranam from my side of the Brahman. Come what must. Once sold out to Brahman. That's it. I'm not available to anybody else or anything else. कुछ भी करो, आपको मुझे ब्रह्म प्राप्ति साधना से हिला डुला नहीं सकते. That's the second time saying. लाख कोशिश करे, you will fail. That's it. I won't be failure. Anirakaranamastu. That's it. And Anirakaranam me astu. Even from Brahma side also, that Nirakaranam is gone. Now I am helpless. What you see? The admirer of you for your great qualities. You see yesterday that as president of US saying, he talks great about and again he says, that second thing is because of his jealousy. First thing is he recognized. You understand? When you see that. Our Prime Minister, in his own humble way is seated, not a रुबाब करके. दुनिया में ईगो कहीं भी नहीं चलता, वो कुचल डालता है हमको और खराब करता है सिचुएशन. You are an instrument of the Lord. That's it. In the outer world, integrate the world, save the world, serve the world. The remaining the Lord will see. They are all higher visions. Janam janam ke shastra shravanadena manana chintana. With all these things, these happen and practically doing. Okay. Anirakaranam astu, anirakaranam me astu. Then again, is it a sentiment? Is it an only vocal aggression? With everything खोखला in us? कुछ लोग होते हैं, मैं देश के लिए करूंगा, ये करूंगा. अब फिर आ जाना, कुछ तो करो, झाड़ू पकड़ थोड़ा साफ करते हैं देश का. नहीं, they are not ready. You understand? Intellectual understandings, sentimental emotional feelings are so very good, but they are still are incomplete. Something more is required. And what is that something is what we are discussing from last 2-3 days. That let every dharma which qualifies me for Brahman to choose me, for Brahman to reveal to me, let every of the qualities I will imbibe in me 100%. ये उपनिषत्सु धर्मा ते मयि संत. और बिफोर दैट आत्मनि निरते, इनफ ऑफ द अनात्मन. देख लिया बहुत, उसका औकात क्या है. दे आर डेड, दे आर डिपेंडेंट. व्हाट दे कैन गिव मी, बताओ. द वर्ल्ड ऑफ names, forms, things, beings, which are the victims of the Desha Kala and all, which themselves are going through modifications, which they themselves are not independent. What support they can give? I don't want that. Atmani nirate. I am not interested in anatman. I am interested only Atman. Imagine that state of mind of the person who is nitya nirantara nirata in Atma. As a seeker, seeking only the Atman 24 Ghante. An experiencer, experiencing that only every moment. And the one who is serving the world by spreading this Atma Jnana all the time. ऐसा लोग चाहिए आज दुनिया में. Not seeking the bhoga, indulging in bhoga, doing the prachar of the bhoga. In that bhoga, temporarily there are some pleasures, external. But behind that, how much of the impurities, the negativities, the upadita dhatmyas, the fears, the frustrations, the disappointments, how many are there that? And the biggest thing is, the highest thing is biggest sin. Sin of misguiding the world. Sin of misguiding, like the parents. When they become bhogi and teach the same thing to the children, they have committed the highest of the sin. With faith, when the Lord has sent some jivas as children, these parents, by misguiding them, they have destroyed them all. By making them bhogi. Beta padhai kar, paise kama, khoob aisha aram kar, masti kar. And never uttering योग करो, वेदांत करो, भक्ति करो, साधना करो, लोक सेवा करो, धर्म सेवा करो. मुंह से निकला नहीं जिंदगी भर from the mouth of parents to teach the children. लानत है. They are the children most unfortunate. Better they would have born to the pashus only, isn't it? At least they don't teach the bhoga, pashus, isn't it? That is how Atmani Nirati is such a beautiful, powerful feeling. Nitanta Rati in the Atman. How can I see the Anatman? Where is Anatman? I don't value that. And we are imagining the Anatman in the Atman. We are giving reality to it and we become slave to our own projected thing and we want it to be continuous with us and give us bliss. अरे हद ही नहीं है बेवकूफी का. One after the other, one after the other, we are proving how such foolish we are. And claim, ask others, please accept me, I am intelligent. You are arrogant, that I will accept, not say that I am intelligent. Why do you say that I am not? You are not in Nirati in the Atman. You are rejecting the Atman. You are embracing the Anatma. That is enough for me to reject you as intelligent. You are not intelligent. तदात्मनि निरते. सी दैट कमिटमेंट. आप देखो कल का दिन गुजरा द 18 जून 2026. होल डे हाउ मच टाइम आवर माइंड एंड इंटेलेक्ट एंड हार्ट वर फीलिंग फॉर द आत्मन, वांटिंग द आत्मन. ऐसा गुजर गया दिन पता नहीं, नींद में, कोमा में. एंड ऑल द नॉनसेंसिकल थिंग्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड वी हैव डन, creating the karma phalas, creating the vasanas, creating khalbali in the world. A bhogi, when he goes into the world, whole world gets disturbed and agitated. हमारा बाहर कदम रखते ही दुनिया कांपती है. Like Ravana, when he comes to Sabha, the whole Sabha Mandapa becomes trembling. That Ravana is a person of highest ego and highest bhoga asakti. You know? When we enter into the world should feel that Vasanta Rutu has come, the spring season. Shanta Mahanto Nivasanti Santa Vasantavat Lokayitam Charanta. That will come when we are in the Atmanirata and we are giving that only to the world. Tadatmani Nirate. Such me who has no second agenda was Atmanirata. And it doesn't come just because all our Anga Pratyanga are firm and we pray to the Brahman not to do the rejection of us. And we are also saying that I am not rejecting Brahman and I am Atmanirata. All these are theory. What is important is, are you practically qualified? What is practical qualification? These are the things. Ye Upanishadsu dharmaha te mahi santu. And they are the complementary things. Be careful, listen it. Because I am Atmani Nirata, then I ask the Upanishad and Gurus to guide me in the Upanishad dharmas. That commanding we can do. Same way, request. Ki I am Atmanirata. For me to realize the Atman, all the Upanishadic dharma qualities have to be there with me. A request will approach. Therefore, inculcate them. Ye Upanishadsu dharma te mai santu. Now see the completeness of mantra because of its all inclusiveness. See the loftiness, see the depth of it, width of it. सारे चीज covered है कि नहीं बोलो इसमें. ये उपनिषद धर्मा ते मयि संतो. Who are you? Atmanirata. What have the prayers you have done, Sankalpa? Let Brahman doesn't reject me, let me not reject. And before coming here, already I gained all these Sarvan Indriyani Balam, then all of them Apyayana Sthiti. I achieved that, here I am. This is how the life fully spent is spent fully well. एवरी मोमेंट, है ना? अब तक जो हुआ चले जाने दो, अब से कम अकल ले आते. पास इज गॉन फ्रॉम टुडे 19th जून 2026. आज से लगे रहो बस. नाउ in this ye Upanishads Dharmaha, we are blessed by the Gurus once again to remind thoroughly ourselves before we take up the venture of studying the most sacred Upanishad Chandogya with so much of beauty in it that be qualified at least while studying this Upanishad. Earlier you have neglected. Let the Upanishad Dharmas be in you. What are they? Okay, I'm reminding for you. That's why last 2-3 days the Gurus are teaching us every of these Upanishadic dharmas. That is the sadhana chatushtaya sampada. Few of them we have seen. Isn't it? What is Viveka? Thorough intellectual understanding and practice. शुरू आके नहीं देख लो. What is Vairagya? Thoroughly discussed. Then, did you think over it, understand? Did you feel that? Let me become Vivek and Vairagi, not Aviveki and Ragi Dveshi. What's your name? Mr. Aviveki. Okay, what are your qualification? Ragi Dveshi. All of us don't give our identity like that. ये सब हमारे अंदर है. Mr. Aviveki, there's a big competition in the world to prove who is the bigger Aviveki. And everybody is beating the other fellow. अब डिसाइड नहीं हो पा रहा है सबसे बड़ा विवेकी कौन है. चल रहा है तमाशा. सो टू रागी द्वेष, है ना? रागी द्वेष 24 घंटे हमारा मन कोई ना कोई वस्तु, व्यक्ति, परिस्थिति, इतना राग बपा, यही मोह है, यही माया है, यही तुम्हें जीव बनाकर फंसा के रख रहा है इस जगत में. दैट इज व्हाट इज डिनाइंग यू ऑफ रियलाइज योर रियल सेल्फ. छोड़ो, हो गया, बहुत हो गया, बहुत जन्म से हो गया. In that way, Vairagya we have seen. Then the Shama we have seen. देखा ना, पढ़ाई किया. Damaha we have studied. Yesterday the whole day only one thing we discussed, Uparati. क्या किया क्या? I don't know स्वामी जी, मैं सो रहा था. I only change the place. I continue what I do. Uparati we have seen. Out of 6, Shamaha, Damaha, Uparati we have seen. Shama is the control of mind. Dama is control of sense. Uparati is the natural withdrawal. Effortlessly we are. Upa means samiperati, reveling. Opposite of it is reveling in the things which are away from the self. We have transcended that. Okay. Then to each of these Samadhi Shatka Sampada, we are explaining from both Tattva Bodha and Atma Bodha. That's what our effort this time. Pata nahi Bhagavan kara rahe. I am enjoying it. Now the fourth of the sadhana is Titiksha. We have to have Upanishads Dharma. Titiksha. Forbearance. Patience. Titiksha. So Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam. These are the 6 things called as Shamadhi Shatka Sampada, which is the third of the Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampada, called as Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti and Mumuksha. So साधना चतुष्टय में तीसरा समाधि षटक संपदा है, उसमें फोर्थ वन, चौथा वाला is titiksha. Titiksha is very essential. No, again I need half an hour to explain it. है ना? At the Upadhi level, for the wear and tear ones, first preventive measures. Thereafter, by any of the nature or default, things keep on happening. We have to have the maturity of withstanding to it maximum and focus on the sadhana in hands. Otherwise, what will happen? These things that happen onto our upadhis, when we start giving it importance, they enslave us so much that you forget the main goal of it. Like the mother at home. 2-3 बच्चे हैं मानो. If every stupid child's demands, She is going on fulfilling. She cannot do the daily course of the house. खाना नहीं बना सकती, कपड़ा बर्तन कुछ नहीं कर सकती, सफाई नहीं हो सकता. She cannot do, but the child will go on nagging only. उसको कुछ तो होता है, अभी बुखार होती है, वो नीचे गिरता है, चोट लगता है, भूख लगती है. There is no end. If she is going only that, she cannot do the work. See that mother at home, how she manages. Who has got three, four children. Not one stupid child who is given to Aya and both of them Gaya. Not that, the real way. Same way, the upadhis are inflicted by something or the other from inside and outside. That withstanding stamina is called titiksha. This titiksha at the upadhi level, inner and outer again. Okay. Now, what is titiksha? As per our Shankara's explanation, it cut short. Let me not talk in general thousand things. Straight away, Bhagavan Shankar ji ne kya definition दी both in Tattvabodha and Atmabodha. In Tattvabodha he says, Shita Ushnadi Sahishnutvam is titiksha. Shita Ushna Adi. Adi means Varsha Ityadi, rains. Sahishnuta. You understood? Develop your capacity from within to withstand to all of them. That's called titiksha karo. If not, थोड़ी बारिश हो गई तो I cannot come to class. थोड़ी गर्मी हो गई I cannot come to the class. और सर्दी हो गई I cannot come to class. अरे ये तो होते रहते जिंदगी भर, therefore क्लास को कभी नहीं आएंगे. शीत उष्ण आदि सहिष्णुत्व is called titiksha. If you attend to them, there's no end to that. This year I tried. This year means हर साल मजा आया मुझे. I didn't know how the summer went away. Almost gone. Those 2 months of peak summer. I was not aware so many classes चल ही रहा है, भूल ही गए. But देखा how to manage. It was good experiment. It was success. There's no rigidity, not torturing the body, etc. But let us see if we can forego those seeming comforts. Do we lose anything? अब पता चला in the world anywhere in summer you give me I can stay now. सीख लिया मैंने क्या करना, कैसे रहना. Hot summer. So सीखना पड़ता है. तितिक्षा is शीत उष्ण आदि सहिष्णुत्व. Whatever these pairs of opposite happen at all levels, we have to have the patience to go through. Here Shita Ushna is a symbolic way of saying. That's why he added the word Adi. The Shita Ushna comes to the Sharira. Sukha Dukkha comes to the mind. Mana Apamana comes to the Ahankara. Then Jnana Ajnana, some things are known, understood easily, some not. The intellect. In all of them, non-reaction is called titiksha. Don't react. Respond what's required, maximum that can be done. Correct thing. More than that, don't be reacting to them. Sahishnu bano. Shita Ushna Sahishnuta. Otherwise, गर्मियां हो रहे, आप कितना भी एसी को 16 करो, 12 करो, वो और भी चाहिए चाहिए कहता है. इट्स ए मोह, इट इज ए विचित्र डेल्यूजन. जैसा उस दिन हमने कहा, पंखा 5 नंबर लगाओ तो ज्यादा हवा आ रहा है, 4 लगाओ तो कम हो रहा है, और 4.5 तो नहीं लगा सकते. अब द होल माइंड इज फिक्स्ड टू दैट वन. Isn't it? Is no end to that. Another thing, if you put it maximum, more than hawa, it gives the awas. With the awas you cannot sleep. And to reduce the awas, you reduce the volume, then hawa nahi aata. When you have that outer attention for the comforts, you are lost in it. लगाओ 4 या 5, बोलो जो है सो है बस. That's called titiksha. Then for some time, the thought bothering us, because you are not attending to it, it goes away, because it's only a thought. That it is so hot, I need a fan or AC and all, they are all thoughts. इन ओल्डन टाइम ये सब कहाँ थे? जिंदा तो थे ना लोग, isn't it? We have to always remember those pasts to inspire ourselves in all these regards. They were all alive, they were doing sadhana. So therefore, they are all created things, imagined things, and we have become slaves to them. These are all examples. Doesn't mean पंखा बंद करके पसीना बहाते हुए मेरे को गाली मत देना. Understand the topic. Titiksha. Okay? Shitoshnadi Sahishnutva. Now, the big, beautiful definition is given by Bhagavan again Shankarji in Viveka Chodamani. That I like it so much. What is the Titiksha? He gives big definition. Sahanam sarva dukkhanam apratikara purvakam chinta vilapa rahitam satitiksha nigadyate. That is called titiksha. Sa titiksha nigadyate, that's called as titiksha. That's what defined as titiksha. So for the initial seekers, itna shitoshnadi sahishnuttam. Those who want to understand more deeply, this one. What is that? Sahanam. Withstanding to, forbearing it, going through. Sahan karna. What? Sarva dukkhana. Sarva dukkha. Sarva dukkha is already said. Shitoshnadi. देह इंद्रिय प्राण मन बुद्धि में जो भी इन्फ्लिक्शंस आते हैं बाहर से और भीतर से, सर्व दुखानाम सहनम. And he is giving such sadhana, Mahayoga sadhana, Bhagavan Shankar ji in defining it, which even to understand, accept it, हम डर जाते, घबराते हैं. हमको लगता है it is unnatural. It cannot be like that. What is it, Apratikara purvakam. Like some people have this sahana of the dukkha, but in their mind there is a thought of pratikara vancha, revenge taking. One thing is from somebody else when the dukkha comes, wanting to take revenge. है ना? In case of the Shita Ushna, what is pratikara? That is what. है ना? गर्मी ज्यादा हो गए तो एसी बढ़ाओ, सर्दी ज्यादा हो गए तो ब्लोअर लगाओ चारों तरफ, पंचाग्नि यज्ञ. That's called pratikara charya. बिना प्रतिकार चर्या का उस दुख का सहन करोगे, then our limit of toleration grows, then the things stop influencing us. We have to conquer ourselves like that, not go on becoming slave. Only at the very highest requirement level that I respond. Otherwise, okay. Like again, the mother of the olden days. We have seen our mothers. अरे बाप रे, इतना काम करते थे रे बाबा. एंड देन बेचारे फूड ठीक नहीं होता था. नो नो नहीं एनर्जी गिविंग फूड कहाँ रहे. ऐसे कोई गंजी वंजी पीते थे या चावल का पानी पीते थे. इट्स नॉट दैट न्यूट्रिशियस फूड, इट्स नॉट देयर. गरीब. We all know the times of 70s and 80s. Whole India, there was nobody having proper meal that time. And therefore, no strong immunity. Some are the headache, पेट में दर्द, कुछ भी होता है. But still go on doing that work only. जो घर का काम करना है, छोड़ते नहीं थे. अब उनको तो प्रणाम करना है भाई, to those whole mothers. So to the men, whichever the workplace they are in, बैठने को कुर्सी नहीं होता है, ऊपर पंखा नहीं, इतनी गर्मी हो रही है. They still go on doing it. Nowadays, even government offices are provided with competitive all facilities like the private sector. But 30-40 years back, देखो पंखा ही को घूमता है, हवा आता है, वो पुराना वाला लंबा विंग्स वाला. You all have seen, no? Apratikara purvaka means not trying to avert that dukkha, not doing anything from your side to avert it or remove it. करने लगोगे, then that dukkha becomes more real, and dukkha to whichever the upadhi happening, that becomes real. Our attention from self goes on. All these are to see that our attention from the self doesn't go on. Chintara, sorry, apratikara purvakam is this. Second is chintarahitam. चिंता इज द वरी एंड ब्रूडिंग. अरे मेरे को ही क्यों हुआ, दूसरों को क्यों नहीं हुआ, हमेशा मुझे ही दुख होता है. दैट्स कॉल्ड चिंता. चिंता रहितम also means why didn't I take the revenge? There is an opportunity. So not even chinta also toward that dukkha. And more wonderful than all that is what? Vilaparahitam. Vilaparahitam is rona. है ना, बिकमिंग टूट फूट के या रोते जो लोग है ना, वो चिंता के बिना, विलाप के बिना, प्रतिकार चर्या के बिना, दुखों के सहन को, सारे दुखों के सहन को, सहन उसको कहते हैं तितिक्षा. That's how the old tapasvins of that time, again remember them. They used to receive those in tapasyas or difficulties by themselves. Invite. Big Raja Maharaj me, even at the old age, sare comforts of Rajyam, they leave them, they go to ashram or a jungle in that sardi or garmi, they sit there and do tapasya. That's called titiksha. And teach this to children before that you practice it. क्या है ना, थोड़ा चीनी कम हो गया चाय में, you start shouting on you. नमक कम हो गया सब्जी में, start shouting. 2 मिनट कम हुआ टाइम, लेट हुआ टाइम, we are all bhogi. No sahanam at all. No titiksha at all. Then this is a big subject to be discussed for hours together, but we gave you the definitions from both texts. शीतोष्णादि सहिष्णुत्वम, तितिक्षा का शीतोष्णादि सहिष्णुत्वम, अगेन देयर सहनम सर्वदुःखानाम अप्रतिकारपूर्वकम चिंतारहितम विलापरहितम सा तितिक्षा निगद्यते. Okay, then we have the Shraddha, then Samadhanam. These two things tomorrow we'll study. Then Mumukshutvam one day we'll explain. Mumukshutvam has got such a definition, you will never miss it. Then a crucial thought that need of Vairagya and Mumukshata as the most important pillars, little bit we discuss. And your homework is, whatever is said, thoda manan chintan karke, the content and intention, both you try to grasp. That will help us. And we have never understood or started, if at all, these Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampada Adi Upanishad Dharmas, at least now let us start gaining them. Let us no more be careless, negligent in every aspect of our Atma pursuit or Brahma pursuit or Upanishad pursuit or Upanishad Vedya Mukti. उस परस्यूट में अब तक जो भी केयरलेसनेस हमने जताया वो सबसे थोड़ा वी हैव टू बी बच के रहना है. लेट अस बी मोर केयरफुल, कॉन्शियस एंड कमिटेड एटसेट्रा. Tomorrow we'll see remaining. Om 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 Purnamadah Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpana. Thank you. Upanishadic study is done. Now we'll do our other sadhanas of Veda Mantra Parayanam and also our Dhyana Puraka Mantrocharana and also our some common sense thought. है ना? आ जाओ संतो. And what is today's Vedic chanting? Again from ATHARVANA Veda. One more Suktham. The Suktham today is about praising of the bull, B-U-L-L, not share market wala bull, the VRUSHABHA, a technical interesting thing. For two reasons. One is the Rishabha, that bull that plows the land and gives all the beginnings to our cultivation and life survival. Isn't it? One side. Second side, it is the bull, Shaktishali, that we have all the cow and calves, etc., milk, etc. Everything comes to us from, the Vrishabha Samarthya only. The entire cattle field, cattle, etc., is here symbolized by the Vrishabha Shakti. So they used to respect that. First point. Second is, the bull is the Mehanati. animal. Therefore, it hints the Purushartha Samarthya. Bull itself is Nandi, Bhagavan Shivaji ka Vahan Vagara. Third thing, most important is in our Sanatana Dharma, bull, the Rishabha, is pratika for the dharma. है ना? धर्म का प्रतीक ऋषभ है और भूमाता गोमाता की तरह. We have seen in Bhagavatam and all. So therefore, the dharma bull and then the Purushartha bull as well as the uh, Krishivala. All the three have to be. The real, the physical animal, the bull, they have to be taken care. So their contribution, their value, respect, their protection, all of them are given in 10 mantras. तो मुख्य रूप से यहाँ बाहर ऋषभ की बात होती है. धीरे बीच में आने के बाद इन दिस सूक्तम, then that Rishabha is talked as the Purushartha and Dharma, etc. So in our life, the Rishabha of the Dharma, the Rishabha of the Purushartha, the Rishabha of our continuous hard work, they have to be maintained. Or our attitude of contributing to the world. Okay. So first one, Rishabha is giving the physical comforts, wherein the Rishabha is plowing the land, etc., as well as through the cow, it is giving us all the cattle. Yes, Sthula Rupi contribution. Rishabha says. Second Sukshma is Rishabha is Dharma. Therefore, at the Sukshma level में we have to do all our dharmas. ये धर्म का जीवन जीना थोड़ा अंदर की बात. कर्म तो बाहर होता है, but the भावना अंदर का. The third is the Purushartha. Naturally, the Purushartha is Moksha Purushartha. So the Moksha Purushartha, then the Dharma Purushartha, then the Arthakama Purushartha. In that Arthakama is survival ke liye, what is required. Not too much of Artha leading to Anartha, not too much of Kama, that we become Kamina. That's all. 10 mantras are there. So all the 10 today, I cannot teach or we cannot learn. 5 आज करते हैं, 5 कल. Okay. Bhrugu and Angirasa are the rishis. Anadvan means the Anadvan is the what do you call? Singular first person. एक नामवाचकम प्रथमा भक्ति. नामवाचकम एकवचनम. Anadvan is the bull, it is called. Okay, that Indra is the Devata. Here in the form of Anadvan. Bhrugu and Angira are the rishis who gave us this Suktam, and this Suktam is chanted in the Anad Utsava. Anadutsava. Anadutsava is the Utsava of worshipping the bull. You know, in our Sanatana Dharma, whichever are the best contributors, even to every contributor, there are days dedicated for serving them. Here the bull is served one day. उस दिन ये सूक्तम के द्वारा कृतज्ञता to that bull and all that animal jati and the Lord in the form of them. Rishabha रूप में भी भगवान ही है. Okay, so the mantras say this Rishabha is the one which is making the land plowed and fertile. And that Rishabha alone, because of making us do the dharma, giving us this Swarga. And this Rishabha is the one which is protecting the Antariksha. So Bhuloka, Antariksha Loka, and Swarloka, Diloka. Who is protecting them? This bull. So which is that bull? Then it must be Dharma. ये अंतरिक्ष हो या स्वर्ग हो या भूलोक हो, वो सस्टेन होना है only by when the dharma prevails. So to pracyadi dishas, all directions is also protected by this bull rupi dharma. So also the prithvi shabdavachya shatka also it is protecting. What is that? The akasha, the bhumi, the daytime and the night time, and the jala and the oshati. They are called a list of 6 things. Prithvi shatkam they are. All these are sustained by this bull only, the Anadvan. So it's a recognition of its contribution and our salutations to it. It is dharma, it's purushartha. Second is that Vrishabha is none but Indra only. In that Pashurupa, what do you call Mularupa, Indra is the one supporting all other Pashus. Sukshma Rukme our Indriyas. In the same way, that Indra is the one who is, by sending this bull or coming in the form of bull, making the three paths. है ना? The Swargaloka or भी Urdhaloka or Mokshaloka. So too, it is the Indra in the form of the bull making the human beings perform all the vratas that are required to perform to worship all the devatas, invoke their kripa. Okay? And in between the Manushyas, as Purushartha, Indra is there, Indra Rishabha. So too, in the Surya, giving that light is that Rishabha. So too, in the form of Manushyas, in the form of Surya, Ityadi, in the Atyanta Prakasha Rupena, the Indra named Rishabha is working. In the same way, Rishabha Devata helping us and receiving our worships and namaskar. So, such one who understands and utilizes this Purushartha Samarthya called as Rishabhatva, such person having left this body, again he will not come into the samsara. So here the Parama Purushartha Rupi Moksha is the Rishabha whose worship we have to do, by which no rebirth, etc. Then comes this Rishabha gives the Akshaya Phala on this Prithvi, because that is Dharma and Purushartha, Sukrita Karma. Same way, this Pavamana Soma, the Chandrama also empowering this Rishabha. Parjanya Devata also is giving the Shakti to the Rishabha. Then Marud Ganas and all these also are empowering this Rishabha. Means what? Whoever are like Rishabha wants to do Dharma and Purushartha, Sakala Devata Shaktis come to them. ये थोड़ा subtler points है. Examples you can see in the world. जो को भी वाकई सेवा में लगे रहते हैं ना, उनको हर तरह से हेल्प मिलने लगता है. And in countries like India, so beautiful. People are so hearted, इतना मस्त है. Because of our Sanatana Dharma Rishi Parampara. So every time the Sant come and say, यार उपासना करो, worship करो, सेवा करो, कहते रहते हैं संत लोग. And that enters into all we. So many movies are created in which the dana, dharma, all are taught. Our India is so beautiful, I tell you. That's why if somebody comes out with a project of seva, सैकड़ों लोग लाइन में खड़े होते हैं, वी आर रेडी टू हेल्प यू. मजा है इंडिया में बात. People are ready to help, but you have to prove that your vision is perfect and you are ready to do. आते आते हैं आपके पीछे. That's how millions of organizations are running in India. Millions, लाखों में. Nowhere you will see in the other world people ऐसे जीते हैं. They do their नौकरी and family. That's on some clubs. भारत माता में देखो, गली गली में कोई ना कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है कि नहीं, फॉर वेरियस पर्पसेस, छोटे से लेकर बड़ी तक, ऑल सर्विस ओरिएंटेड. पता ना आइडिया आते कहां से लोगों को. दे टेक अप समथिंग, लेडीज जेंट्स सब लोग, एंड देन द वर्ल्ड कम्स टू हेल्प देम, द अदर्स. आप अपने लोकेलिटी में ट्राई करो एक सोशल वर्क, people will come and help. Definitely. You have to be impressive. You have to convince them. They are. Yeah, some bhogis are there. Nowadays, materialism has grown. They are addicted to TV, etc. Oh, nonsense. Hai. But people are wise also. They think about which is better and definitely they come out. हाँ, in India, अगर कोई मौका नहीं देता, तो people get stuck up in that bhoga. But if somebody is there to inspire them, they get inspired. Luckily, that's the meaning of when I am doing dharmas, all devatas will help me. That's an example. So too, uh, for this Mahadbhuta Vrishabha, okay, it itself is Vishwavijeta. It is a Vishwambhara. It is the Vishwakarma. It has got its Chatuspada to serve the world. Therefore, other devatas are not required for this It's the other way around. The Devatas need their power from this Dharma, Chatushpad Dharma. So it is more glorious than them. That way the Dharma is given more power position than even the Devata Shaktis. Because of practicing the Dharma only, the Devatas are in Swargaloka. And because of this Dharma only, people are even going beyond Sarga to the other and higher lokas. Therefore, third one is through the Dharma Vrata, people even get the moksha also. That Dharma is indicated here in the form of the bull. Okay. This bull is Indra. This bull itself is Agni, Prajapati, Parameshti, Virat Purusha. All of them are there in this Dharma named bull. And it's a mutual. They are empowering the Dharma, the bull, and the bull also is empowering them. यहाँ इस स्तोत्र में धर्म का महिमा I tell you so beautifully said. Thereafter, Prajapati entered and empowered his central portion. Then made it capable of carrying big loads. That's Prajapati's power is there in it that the bull is able to carry such big heavy loads. मीन्स जब वो स्वधर्म करता है ना, वो बहुत जगत का भार को ढोता है. प्रजापति का काम ही जगत को संभालना. Therefore, he empowers such person who is working like bull. Okay. In the same way, the one who knows this Sapta Sankhya Kshaya Rahita Shakti of this bull means the Sapta Rishis of Vishwamitra, Jamadagni, Bharadwaja, Gautama, Atri, Vasishta, Kashyapadi Sapta Rishis are the ones who continuously support and empower this bull of Dharma, Moksha Dharma and Swarga Dharma and Ihaloka Dharma. यहाँ लोक में सुख करने के लिए, सुखी रहने के लिए धर्म, उत्तम लोक पाने के लिए धर्म, and moksha पाने के लिए धर्म. Dharma is to be done. These rishis keep on empowering. So whoever are following these rishis and from them learning what is this bull or dharma and practices, such person, here he get the putra pautra and support from all praja, there he'll get the sargadi and also they get the moksha also. These sapta rishis know the glory of this dharma and they go on teaching us. So this again, this dharma name, the Rushabha, because of its Prajapatya Vrata, means itself living a noble life and empowering, guiding others. What it does, it stampedes and pushes into the earth oblivion the entire Daridrata. जहाँ धर्म है वहाँ दरिद्रता नहीं होता है. That is the meaning of it. So this Prithvi named bull or this dharma named bull, pushing the daridrata into the earth, the Karshaka who is guiding it or making use of it, to him, it is offering all the food to eat. That's the symbolic beautiful way of saying in this 11th mantra, 10th mantra. 11th mein, this Yajnatmaka Vrushabha is such one, when known and when one practices, one reaches every of the highest thing. So therefore, Pratakala, Madhyanakala, Sayankala, I am, what do you say? Serving this bull. I am worshipping this bull. And because of which, all the doshas, durgunas, poverty is going away and I am becoming rich and happy in all aspects. So here, the Anadvan Prarthana it is. It's very subtle. The rishis are like that, mystical only in their expression. And we have to have the Vedic language vocabulary learnt from some years. Then only through these Veda mantras. Mantras, what is said by word meaning and indicated meaning, those sublime things we can understand. Okay, friends? Thank you very much. Now let us chant. Om Atha Atharvana Vedanthargata Dharma Swarupa Anadvantah Suktam ॐ अनड्वान्दाधार पृथिवीमुतद्याम् ॐ अनड्वान्दाधार पृथिवीमुतद्याम् अनड्वान्दाधारोर्वन्तरिक्षम् अनड्वान्दाधारोर्वन्तरिक्षम् अनड्वान्दाधार प्रदिशः षडुर्वीः अनड्वान्दाधार प्रदिशः षडुर्वीः अनड्वान् विश्वं भुवनमाविवेश अनड्वान् विश्वं भुवनमाविवेश ॐ अनड्वान्दाधार पृथिवीम् उतद्याम् अनड्वान्दाधारोर्वन्तरिक्षम् अनड्वान्दाधार प्रदिशः षडुर्वीः अनड्वान् विश्वं भुवनमाविवेश अनड्वान्दाधार पृथिवीमुतद्याम् अनड्वान्दाधारोर्वन्तरिक्षम् अनड्वान्दाधार प्रदिशः षडुर्वीः अनड्वान् विश्वं भुवनमाविवेश. You are understanding now? It's a dharma which is supporting Akasha, Swarga, Antariksha, Bhuloka, Sakala Dishaya. अनड्वान् इन्द्रः स पशुभ्यो विचष्टे अनड्वान् इन्द्रः स पशुभ्यो विचष्टे त्रयान् चक्रो विमिमीते अध्वनः त्रयान् चक्रो विमिमीते अध्वनः भूतं भविष्यद्भुवनादुहानः भूतं भविष्यद्भुवनादुहानः सर्वा देवानां चरति व्रतानि सर्वा देवानां चरति व्रतानि अनड्वानिन्द्रः सः पशुभ्यो विचष्टे त्रयान् चक्रो विमिमीते अध्वनः भूतं भविष्यद्भुवनादुहानः सर्वा देवानां चरति व्रतानि अनड्वानिन्द्रः स पशुभ्यो विचष्टे त्रयान् चक्रो विमिमीते अध्वनः भूतं भविष्यद्भुवनादुहानः सर्वा देवानां चरति व्रतानि. Third. इंद्रो जातो मनुष्येष्वन्तर्घर्मा इंद्रो जातो मनुष्येष्वन्तर्घर्मः तप्तश्चरति शोषुचानः तप्तश्चरति शोषुचानः सुप्रजाः संस उदारेण सर्षद सुप्रजाः संस उदारेण सर्षद यो नाश्नीयादनडुहो विजानन् यो नाश्नीयादनडुहो विजानन् इन्द्रो जातो मनुष्येष्वन्तर्घर्मः तप्तश्चरति शोषुचानः सुप्रजाः संस उदाने न सर्षद उदारेण सर्षद यो नाश्नीयादनडुहो विजानन् इन्द्रो जातो मनुष्येष्वन्तर्घर्मः तप्तश्चरति शोषुचानः सुप्रजाः संस उदारेण सर्षद यो नाश्नीयाद् अनुडुहो विजानन्. फोर्थ मंत्र. अनड्वान्दुहे सुकृतस्य लोक अनड्वान्दुहे सुकृतस्य लोक एनं प्याययति पवमानः पुरस्तात् एनं प्याययति पवमानः पुरस्तात् पर्जन्यो धारामरुत ऊधो अस्य पर्जन्यो धारामरुत ऊधो अस्य यज्ञः पयो दक्षिणादोः अस्य यज्ञः पयो दक्षिणादोः अस्य अनड्वान्दुहे सुकृतस्य लोक एनं प्याययति पवमानः पुरस्तात् पर्जन्यो धारामरुत ऊधो अस्य यज्ञः पयो दक्षिणादोः अस्य अनड्वान्दुहे सुकृतस्य लोक एनं प्याययति पवमानः पुरस्तात् पर्जन्यो धारामरुत ऊधो अस्य यज्ञः पयो दक्षिणादोः अस्य. 6 more. We'll teach them tomorrow and then we'll chant it once or twice. Okay. Yeah, 2 more mantras we can learn, 5 and 6. Bhagavan says, Yasya neshe yajnapatirna yajno, Yasya neshe yajnapatirna yajno, Nasya dateshe na pratigrahita, Yo Vishwajit Vishwabhrut Vishwakarma, Yo Vishwajit Vishwabhrut Vishwakarma, Dharmam no Bruta Yatamaschatushpat, धर्मं नो ब्रूत यतमश्चतुष्पाद यस्य वशे यस्य नेशे यज्ञपतिर्न यज्ञो नास्य दातेशेन प्रतिगृहीता यो विश्वजित् विश्ववृत् विश्वकर्मा धर्मं नो ब्रूतयतमश्चतुष्पाद यस्य नेशे यज्ञपतिर्न यज्ञो नास्य दातेशेन प्रतिगृहीता यो विश्वजित् विश्ववृत् विश्वकर्मा धर्मं नो ब्रूतयतमश्चतुष्पाद. The shloka says there is no Ishvara for dharma. Dharma itself is Ishvara for everything. If you follow dharma, including Ishvara, all devatas are forced to help you. That's the power of this mantra. Yena devaha swararuhur, yena devaha swararuhur, hitva shariram amrutasya nabhim, hitva shariram amrutasya nabhim, tena goshma sukrudasya lokam, tena goshma sukrudasya lokam, dharmasya vratena tapasaya shasyavaha, dharmasya vratena tapasaya shasyavaha, yena devaha swararuhur, हित्वा शरीरममृतस्य नाभिं तेन गोष्म सुहृदस्य लोकं धर्मस्य व्रतेन तपसा यशस्यवः येन देवाः स्वरारुहुर्हित्वा शरीरममृतस्य नाभिं तेन गोष्म सुहृदस्य लोकं धर्मस्य व्रतेन तपसा यशस्यवः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. 6 we learned, 4 more है ना. एवरीथिंग डोंट लुक एट बनिया बुद्धि. तो क्या करना, वैदिक चैंटिंग से पैसे मिल रहे हैं क्या? अरे महाराज, ये हमारा संस्कृति है, हमारा संप्रदाय है. दिस होल सनातन धर्म स्टैंड्स ऑन द वेदास only. Why can't we chant them every day? Why should not we? Why we are so much misguided still in our hearts to disrespect our own culture and tradition and all? मैं तो ऐसा देखता हूँ. हर एक बनिए बुद्धि से देखोगे ना कि क्या लाभ होता है. मेरा 5 मिनट वेस्ट हो गया वैदिक चैंटिंग में. इन दिस 5 minutes टाइम इन माय बिजनेस आई वुड हैव अर्न 10,000 rupees. But that joy, peace, that guidance, the blessing of rishis we get through these practices, you won't get in that. That's my conviction. I can't rubofy it on you. But there is a joy in chanting. And we are seeing plenty of mantras. इसमें आयु के लिए, आरोग्य के लिए, for Shakti, for Samrakshana. So many they are there. And it is the Lord who has chosen us to do this job. And we are right. Thank you. Now we go to our next sadhana, the last but one of today. That is our mantra dhyanam. In our mantra dhyanam, today we will be learning and chanting with the meaning behind dhyana purvakena, the mantra of another one of the great rishis. In the list today comes the Markandeya Maharshi. सुना होगा आपने उनका नाम, मार्कंडेय महर्षि. These are all rishis nitya prarthaniya. 5 minutes you spend every day to take the name of each rishi for 10 times, 11 times. जितना आपको याद आता, लिख लो कागज. They are already seeing every day. नमः ओम विश्वामित्र महर्षि नमः, वशिष्ठ महर्षि नमः, याज्ञवल्क्य महर्षि नमः, अत्रि महर्षि नमः, भृगु महर्षि नमः, वशिष्ठ महर्षि नमः, गौतम महर्षि नमः, काश्यप अंगिरस महर्षि नमः, पुलस्त्य महर्षि नमः, पुलह महर्षि नमः, भारद्वाज महर्षि नमः. All count, इतना मस्त. Like we do Sri Ramaya Namaha, Krishnaya Namaha, Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayana. These are all the very empowering, powerful things. In the other foreign country fellows, they don't have all these blessings. उनको ऐसा वे भगवान ऋषि सब नहीं होते, इसलिए they can't have that नामस्मरण named sadhana. We are having that. Let's use it, isn't it? And with that nama intensely called, that avatara, the rishi, come out from that ब्रह्म स्थिति to help us. यही है प्रेयर का शब्द. Markandeya Rishi, in short about him, he is the one who is famous for his Mrutyujaya, Shivanugraha Pratika, and he is the one again Purana Mahatma, Purana Jnata. First, he is the son of Mrukandu Maharshi and Marudvati. They are his parents. Markandeya Rishi. He has done a great tapasya for Bhagwan Shiva, who the Mrukandu Rishi, father of Markandeya. Bhagwan Shiva appeared and he gave him two options. One is he did the upasana for having a son. Bhagwan Shiva said, you will have one son who will live long life, but he is buddhu murkha jnani hoga. Another one is very short living, but full of wisdom and bhakti and all the tejas. अब बताओ क्या चाहिए? अरे मुरुकंड ऋषि कहा कि पहला वाला मेरे को क्या करना है? लिविंग लॉन्ग बट यूजलेस फेलो, इवन विथ अल्पायु, गिव मी ए महातेजोवंत ज्ञानमय शक्तिमय पुत्र. That's how the Markandeya is born to this Murukandu. Okay. Thereafter what? Naturally, his lifespan, as told by Shiva, is 16 years only. So at the time of the 16 years completion, Yamadharmaraja came naturally to take away. And that time, he just chanting Om Namah Shivaya mantra, and the story goes that he holds on to Bhagwan Shivalinga so strongly that Yama, when he throws his Yama Pasha, that snare or that rope, the child is holding the 16 by the Shivalinga, that Pasha ties Lord Shiva also. Immediately Shiva Bhagavan comes there. Then he stops Yama. Then not only that the 16-year time Mrityu is avoided, but this Markandeya Rishi is given the Chiranjivitva Dirghayu. He is the eighth one in the Chiranjeevis. Sapta we know. In that Sapta, the Markandeya Nama doesn't come. Ashwathama, Balihi, Vyasaha, Hanuman, Vibhishana, Krupaha, Parashuramaha, Saptaite, Chirajivinaha. This the eighth one is Markandeya Rishi also. Till this Kalpa is over, he will be there. This is how by Shiva Bhakti, Shiva Sharanagati, from that 16 Sal Mrityu, Alpayu, he has become the Chiranjeevi. In this, the Shiva Bhakti Mahima and the Bhaktas Mahima both are given. If you have the Bhakti, Bhagavan Shiva will give you Amritattva. But as a human being, you can endeavor to have a Bhakti. This Markandeya is an example to us. These beautiful stotras like Chandrasekhara, Ashtakam, etc. are said to have been given by this great Markandeya Rishi. I think this stotra he chanted at that time. I don't know, because the last line says, है ना, रत्नसानुशरासनं रजताद्रिशृङ्गनिकेतनं चिञ्जनीकृतपन्नगेश्वरमच्युताननसायकं क्षिप्रदग्धपुरत्रयं त्रिदिवालयैरभिवन्दितं चन्द्रशेखरमाश्रये मम किं करिष्यति वै यमः. चंद्रशेखर का मैंने आश्रय लिया, यम मेरा क्या बिगाड़ेगा. आहा, that's a beautiful Chandrasekhara Ashtakam. Chandrasekhara, Chandrasekhara, Chandrasekhara Pahimam. Chandrasekhara, Chandrasekhara, Chandrasekhara Rakshamam. The time will come, we will learn these also. Maybe during daytime. Seekna hai class. This is how the Markandeya Rishi is Mahabhakta, Mrityunjaya and Chiranjeevi. And he is the direct example of Shiva Kripa. Another famous thing about Markandeya Rishi is he has seen the Pralaya. We can't see Pralaya. We get lost in that. He has seen the Pralaya. He asks Paramatma, मुझे प्रलय को देखना है. वो वर ही मांगते हैं. Then what happens? In that Mahapralaya Kala, that story is there. That in that he is not dead, he is watching it in that Samudra, Pralaya Jaladi mein, in that Vatapatra, Lord Mahavishnu, he goes there, he enters into Vishnu's mouth, and there he sees all the Anantakoti Brahmandas. Seeing all of that, then he is given that knowledge, therefore, that way, that the entire Srishti is Bhagavan Nirmita, it goes into the Paramatma, That's how it is. Anityam, that Paramatma alone is Nitya. This knowledge he came to know through that experience. In the evening class nowadays, we are touching that sublime topic in a Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana. This is how the Markandeya Maharshi. So Shiva Bhakta, Brahmagnani, Pralaya Darshaka. Next, he is the one, is also the giver of the Purana. In fact, the second of the 18 Puranas is on his name only. The first is Matsya Purana, second is Markandeya Purana. पूरा पुराण ही उनका नाम पे है. He has given the, there is no Purana if I don't believe. I believe on the name of rishis. कुछ है कि नहीं, I don't know. Maybe नारद जी के नाम पे तो है ही. तो इस मार्कंडेय जी के नाम पे पुराण है. So that is the Markandeya Purana. In that Purana, he has given the entire Srushti Rahasya, how it is projected, everything. So to the Dharma Rahasyas, in the Raja Dharma Rahasyas. And in Markandeya Purana, important topic is the Devi Mahima. Mata Rani ka entire thing comes in Markandeya. So too, the yoga sadhanas, all of them are given in the Markandeya Purana. Finally, how the human being have to evolve. These are all explained. In that Devi Mahatmya of the Markandeya Purana only, we see this famous Durga Saptashati, the 13th chapter topic. In that Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati, Mahakali, all the Mahima of that is given. Same Markandeya Maharshi along with Purana, he has given Markandeya Samhita also. Okay, that Samhita is like the Smriti Granthas. Like yesterday we saw the Parashara Smriti. Today Maharshi Markandeya also has given a Samhita. So in short, he is the one who inspires us in the Bhakti Shakti. He also gives us inspiration for having the Jnanam of the Brahman and going beyond the Mrityu. And he teaches us the Kala Tattva because he went through that Pralaya. Okay. What is the mantra we chant for this Markandeya Maharshi is Om, he has won the Mrityu, therefore Mrityunjayaya Vidmahe. Then चिरंजीवी तो उसमें आ गया ना, महातेजाय धीमहि. He is a Mrityunjaya and Mahateja. Tanno Markandeya Maharshi Prachodaya. 16 times let us do. Om Mrityunjaya. Before that, Om Markandeya Maharshaye Namaha. Dhyayami Avahayami Sthapayami Pujayami. ओम श्री मार्कंडेय महर्षि नमः. छत्र चावर नृत्य गीतादीन समर्पयामि. समस्त शक्त्योपचार भक्त्योपचार राजोपचार देवोपचारादीन समर्पयामि. स्तोत्रेण जपादिना कीर्तनेन भजनादिना तोषयामि. गायत्री मंत्रेण तोषयामि. नमस्करोमि. तव चरणौ शरणं प्रपन्नोऽस्मीति शरणागतिं करोमि प्रार्थयामि. मां रक्ष रक्ष मम बाह्यभ्यंतर शत्रु निर्मूलनं कुरु. माम आत्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनं कृत्वा अस्मिन् जन्मनि एव परमात्मानुभवं प्रदेहि. तथा च सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः समस्त बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रून् शाश्वत रूपेण निर्मूलनं कृत्वा सनातन धर्मस्य संरक्षणाभिवृद्धि विश्वव्याप्तिं प्रदेहि. ओके. ओम मृत्युंजयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कंडेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम मृत्युंजयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कंडेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम मृत्युंजयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कंडेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम मृत्युंजयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कंडेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम मृत्युंजयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कंडेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम मृत्युंजयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कंडेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम मृत्युंजयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कंडेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम मृत्युंजयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कण्डेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मृत्युञ्जयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कण्डेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मृत्युञ्जयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कण्डेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मृत्युञ्जयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कण्डेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मृत्युञ्जयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कण्डेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मृत्युञ्जयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कण्डेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मृत्युञ्जयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कण्डेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मृत्युञ्जयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कण्डेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मृत्युञ्जयाय विद्महे महातेजाय धीमहि तन्नो मार्कण्डेय महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ श्री मार्कण्डेय परब्रह्मणे नमः। नमस्करोमि तव चरणौ शरणागतोऽस्मि। ओम श्री मार्कंडेय महर्षे नमः। मां रक्ष रक्ष इति प्रार्थयामि। मम आत्मानुभवं प्रदेहि इति प्रार्थयामि। मम शत्रु निर्मूलनं समूलरूपेण शाश्वतरूपेण कुरु इति प्रार्थयामि। सनातनधर्मस्यापि संरक्षणाभिवृद्धिं कुरु इति प्रार्थयामि। विश्वव्याप्तिं कुरु इति प्रार्थयामि। ओम श्री मार्कंडेय महर्षे नमः। 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 ओम श्री मार्कंडेय महर्षे नमो नमः। Done all sadhanas of the day we have done, and let the sankalpa in us that in this only whole day while spending, may we master doing all these things, master doing all this perfectly, and reach out to the goal. Let us see. Let us not feel that is one and a half hour class is like a school where घंटी बजते ही बच्चे इतने खुशी से घर चले आते। You know, let's have the due value, respect given to it in our mind. Seek it more and more. Let this become an energizer to spend the whole day only for the spirituality. That way we have to mold ourselves. Okay. In the last discussion today, 4-5 minute ही बस है ना. Only two things for the common sense thought. As we are growing in our age, time is oozing away. To fulfill our life's mission, to accomplish our goals. These two things let us do, and be careful about two things. The two things we have to do are drudhata in our jnanam, samagrata and drudhata. Correctly we are understanding about the truth, and there is drudhata in that jnana. That firmness, firm obedience in the knowledge. Let the knowledge be not the dhila dhala one. Drudha jnana. Here a part of it we are discussing in the class. Beyond the class, it is our each one's homework. Everyone in their own respective fields, whatever the jnanam is there, they are becoming firm in those knowledges. There is no alternative. ज्ञान की दृढ़ता नहीं है तो भूल जाते हैं, लेकिन अज्ञान जाकर और पौर करता है. So दृढ़ता in the ज्ञान, अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड फर्मनेस इन दैट अंडरस्टैंडिंग. भूलना ही नहीं उसको. तत्व ज्ञान, शास्त्र ज्ञान. One thing we have to master. Second is drudhata in our abhyasa. Abhyasa, when we say, it is sadhana. Firmness in our sadhana, resolute sadhana. है ना, aggressively think for oneself. Whatever the kamzoris are there, loosenesses are there, tighten them all, list them out. What are the ones which are making loose my knowledge, मेकिंग लूज माई अभ्यास और साधना. एक एक चीज को टाइट करो. बस अब अकलमंद बनना पड़ेगा. इनफ ऑफ द नॉट यूजिंग ऑफ बुद्धि, नॉट थिंकिंग विद द बुद्धि अबाउट व्हाट आई हैव टू अचीव एंड फॉर दैट व्हाट इज टू बी डन. तथा दृढ़ ज्ञानम, दृढ़ निरंतर साधना अभ्यास. इन दोनों का हमें बहुत लेट हो गया अभी इन्वॉल्व करना है. दृढ़ता इन द ज्ञानम, दृढ़ता इन द साधना. Look at the people in the world. So many are there who are establishing their sadhana. बहुत सारे हमारे चारों तरफ ही होंगे. वो बताते नहीं हो, पूछो तो बता. These are the two essential things we wanted to discuss today. Point one. The second point is very obvious. Key. Is it by our inadvertence are we creating, adding up to newer and newer vasanas in us? Again, to eliminate which some lives again we have to spend. याद रहना दिन भर. Through our indriya pravartana, antakarna pravartana, obviously in the outer world, are we gathering vasanas, impressions, samskar कुछ बना रहे क्या? Scar of samskar, negative. अलर्ट रहना भैया. Don't add the new vasanas to exhaust them. फिर जिंदगी खत्म जाता है. Be alert about non-formation of new vasana. So too, are we inadvertently becoming habitual for the negative things? कुछ ऐसे नॉन स्पिरिचुअल स्पिरिचुअलिटी को डिस्टर्ब करने वाले चीजों का हमें कोई नशा तो नहीं आ रहा, एडिक्शन तो नहीं हो रहा, हैबिट तो नहीं हो रहा. हाँ, इट कैन बी टू ए सेल फोन, इट कैन बी टू टीवी प्रोग्राम्स, इट कैन बी टू एनी ऑफ द भोग. हैबिट तो नहीं बन रहा है, एडिक्शन तो नहीं हो रहा है. Why? Because once the vasanas are formed, as it is so difficult to remove them, once these habits happen, habits die hard, we know it. No? They just inadvertent होते हैं हमारा ना, बन जाता है वो हैबिट. वो बनने के बाद फिर उसको छोड़ना मुश्किल होता है. The habits which create the tamoguna rajoguna in us. हो गया बस आदत मेरा. अब मैं ये जिंदगी को खोया, अब मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता. स्वामी जी, अब मैं इतना उम्र का हो गया हूँ, मेरे ऐसे आदतें हैं, अब छोड़ दो, मेरे को इन आदत से छुड़वाने का कोशिश ना करो. See, if any old man says that, how pathetic it is to listen to him. And it is so hateful, hateable. You can't use that word. But वो बूढ़ों के पास जाना ही नहीं पड़ेगा, जाना ही नहीं चाहिए. The one who has spoiled his life and justifying it. Please be careful about this point of people who are negative, justify it with the sentiments and emotion. They are paramarakshas. Don't get influenced by them. Be alert there. एक बात पहले गलत कर रहा है, दूसरा उसको जस्टिफाई कर रहा है. दे मेरा आदत हो गया, I cannot leave it. अरे, what happened to your wisdom? You are growing only like a buffalo in the body. कौन सा आदत बनाना है, कौन सा नहीं बनाना है, दिमाग नहीं चल रहा था तुम्हारा. अब कहते तो मैं इसका आदत ही हो गया. कोई ड्रिंकिंग का आदत बना रहा है, कोई सिगरेट का आदत बना, कोई ड्रग्स का आदत बना, कोई दूसरे भोगों का. Destroying your present life, sowing the destruction seeds for the future lives. Just observe vasanas, deep impressions, habits, they are wrong practices. Hope we are not developing them. Be careful. No giving of time importance to them. All our time is given only to these two things. Jnana drudata, sadhana or abhyasa drudata. That this one drudata you have got of coming to the class. Come what may, hum baithte. You, few of you. फॉर हुज सेक आई एम डूइंग दिस क्लास ओपनली, नहीं तो बंद करके मैं अपना खुद का पढ़ सकता हूँ. I can feel that, the dhrudata in you, and it awakens me, it touches me too. It pulls me to this class. कोई होता नहीं सुनने वाला, बोलेंगे नहीं हम पढ़ेंगे, अपना साधना होगा. If I don't speak, I cannot do sadhana, ऐसा तो नहीं है ना. This is one seva to the Lord. But there is dhrudata in some of you. Dhrudha abhyasa. That is so positive, so beautiful. Such abhyasa dhrudha, don't give it up. Jnana dhrudata, don't forget it. Vasanas, don't nirmana. Bad habits को आने मत देना पास में. भोगों का अभ्यास मत करो, योग का अभ्यास करो. इसमें two things are discussed. Anything related to that, become serious, sincere also, to contemplate and write down your understandings for your sake. Then be practical. Let us help ourselves. Today's this common sense thought, jnanadardhyam, abhyasadardhyam, vasana not created new, so too the bad habits not allowed. Don't get influenced by the outer world. The world is for samashti. You are a part of samashti, no doubt, but you are also a sadhaka. Therefore, that aspect of the world which is for binding is not for me. I am careful about it. होते होंगे, एक बात याद रखो, कलियुग में एनीथिंग अराउंड अस मेरे लिए नहीं है, मुझे नहीं चाहिए, मुझे परमात्मा चाहिए. परमात्मा के लिए जो करना, वो साधना ये वो है, वो मैं उसमें बिजी हूँ बस. बट यू नो इन द वर्ल्ड दिस इज कमिंग अप, दैट इज गोइंग अप, रहने दो. आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन द रियलिटी, नॉट आई एम deluded by this moha and maya. In this, the adbhuta world of all inventions and all, everything is related only to the gross world. One or two rarely are to this emotion. Up to that only they cater. I want to realize the substratum. For me, these are all bachon ka khel. There is nothing to be given so importance, even though there is a big hype in the publicity. है ना, द पब्लिसिटी का हाइप है इस जागतिक चीजों के लिए, बिकॉज दोज पीपल ऑफ बिजनेस और प्रोड्यूसर्स, दे वांट टू सेल एंड मेक ए बिजनेस. यू हैव टू बी इंटेलिजेंट, नो. थिंक अबाउट इट, all of them, the sports aspects, the cinema aspects, the other enjoyable aspects through the mouth and all, सारे देह संबंध को, देह तादात्म्य को ही दृढ़ करने वाले. यू आर तो वेदांती, नो. You have to realize self. What do you have with them? No, then I will lag behind if I don't. No, you are moving forward toward the realization. They are addicting to all these maya, one after other things, one after other projects, one after other indulgences. They are not knowing that the life is ending in this way. They're wasting it. You cannot be like that. In this way, help ourselves. Om, 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 Purnamadaha, Shruti Matre Namaha, Tatsat Brahmarpnamastu. Thank you and salutations, your patience, that so much you have. Now we'll again sit for Gita study also. जिनको आना है आ जाओ.